I think I'm actually a bit annoyed sometimes by all the clickbait false information, you know.
It would be a smart move to also release a battle royale in a free version.
If I think of Battlefield 2, I instantly think of Striker Carcant. It's like the map of Battlefield 2.
Welcome back, legends. It is me, Mr. Muppet, presenting you with the second episode of my TOOBCAST series, Battlefield Talks. It's not a podcast, it's a TOOBCAST. It's Battlefield Talks. The battle fan for this episode is called Revive. Revive, welcome to Battlefield Talks. I hope you feel talkative today, because I got a lot of questions for you. Revive, which Battlefield games have you played, and what is your favorite Battlefield game?
I've played Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield, I think it was Battlefield 1, yeah. And the favorite one of Battlefield 2, even though I also really like the graphics on Battlefield 1. It's quite nice. But yeah, I've only played the other two actually on consoles when I was visiting friends.
Well, Battlefield 2 is a great game, but not a lot of people keep playing older games for this long. So why do you keep playing this game instead of moving on?
I guess it's maybe a bit of an age thing, you know, that you just don't want to, like learn something new. Maybe, you don't want to be the noob on the battlefield.
I know.
But I could definitely imagine myself moving on to a newer one. Also, when I get like some good computer specs to it. Yeah, like last year's lockdown, I started playing quite a lot again. And I think it's just this kind of a flashback of your... like not childhood, but like when I was like 16, 17, it was just, I don't know. I might play some newer one in the future.
I was thinking Battlefield 2 was, I guess, the only game that had battle recorder. For the people that don't know what it is, it's an in-game recorder that lets you record gameplay and play it back. Is the battle recorder also a reason why you stick to Battlefield 2?
No, because I don't really use it. But I do really appreciate those like frag videos where they use like the third person sort of like professional film perspective to make their like montages. But I personally don't use it much. It's also very often used to find cheaters and like prove that someone has tweaked his game or stuff like that.
Yeah, for competitive mode. So do you play competitive as well?
Actually, I think I will from now on, but I haven't really played much because I was never really part on like in a team. So I've been part like in individual games, like in 2v2 helicopter or the 8v8 mixed channel, which is more infantry. But that was like 1-day events. But I wasn't really part of like they have like these seasons. I haven't really done that.
Okay, well, good luck with your competitive career. Battlefield 2 also has a lot of great maps. Can you tell me which are your 3 favorite maps?
I think one of them is surely Dragon Valley. It allows for a lot of variation and a lot of different tactics. So definitely going for that one. Another one I quite like actually is Mashtur City. I think it's also a really great map because it doesn't include any, no choppers, but it's still really epic. It's very dynamic. It can be played even on 16-player map. I think similar to Carcant, but Carcant has no heli, so not Carcant, sorry, Road to Jalalabad is also a really nice one. And maybe the third one, I think Dalian for sure. Dalian is also a great map. I think top 3 is hard to say, but
it is a difficult question, but okay. Yeah. So you said Dragon Valley, Mashtur City, and Dalian oil plant. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I would have to say my top 3 would be definitely Strike at Carcant. I love that map. Mashtur City as well, and Songwa Stalemate. I love that map. It's just so different and I like that you have the water in between and the fog, and I don't know, there's just so much variety on that map. Every small part feels like a different place. So
yeah, I agree. And the cool thing on that map is that it doesn't have an uncap. So both people start off with the heli base, but you can capture it. So it can be very dynamic, that one actually. It's a nice map.
Yeah. So talking about favorites, I was also wondering, what is your favorite weapon and class?
Anti-tank. I got a comment from a guy saying, why are you wasting always like a missile on just single person? But I think it's like, it's somehow I feel comfortable with this kit because you can react to like to incoming jets, helis, tanks, APC, whatever. But you can also quickly take out an infantry person. Most people that get killed by anti-tank, they don't even realize it until the death. Like it's a very quick one-shot kind of like method. And it's kind of weird probably because most people prefer medic kits or maybe sniper and
yeah, that's true. I always play medic. That's my favorite because of the free heals.
Also spec ops can be very fun. What you can do with C4 and yeah.
Okay, and is that also your favorite weapon, like a launcher, or do you have a different favorite weapon?
I would say it's probably like for infantry, it's surely the AK-47 from mech. It has like the sound, it has a different feeling. It feels like this real, just timeless kind of like weapon design, and it's very good on close up, but also on range.
That's one of my favorite weapons in almost every game. I like it. It feels really powerful.
Yeah, that's actually from the assault class.
Yeah, I played a lot of assault, spec ops, medic, a bit of engineer as well. Yeah, I always loved playing as a commander as well. Did you enjoy playing as a commander?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's very, very good. I think sometimes it can be frustrating if the team doesn't really spread out. If everyone just runs for flag A and then flag B and flag C, you're not so much like able to influence the game anymore if that happens. But besides that, it's a really nice job.
Yeah, I mean, as a commander, you're not really playing a shooter. It feels like an entire different game.
Yeah.
So what is it that makes the commander function so great?
You have a massive influence on the game because you can spot people, you can think strategically when you set supply boxes and cars for extra help, or the artillery, the UAV. I think there's a whole layer of addition that comes with it. There are servers which don't have commander, for example, and they're much harder because you have to think more. You're not so much programmed by the information you see from the commander, and that's where you actually get to feel the difference.
The more information you get, the easier the game becomes.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also quite powerful tools like the airstrike. It's super powerful.
Definitely, I always loved zooming all the way in, so you can really see what's happening in real time.
Yeah.
And you can spot. Exactly. You can really help your team out. I have to say. Yeah. I was always very unlucky with the artillery.
Yeah, and I think you can also really go with a rush game. You can really make it happen, because sometimes if there's individual squads making an effort, you can really support these. So it's really good.
Yeah, definitely. So Battlefield is a game that's over 15 years old. Do you use any mods to spice things up, or just play the standard version of the game?
Yeah, I mean, there are many mods out there. Sometimes I upload a video and people are like, oh yeah, I used to play that like 24/7 like 5 years ago or something. And I'm like, what? And I didn't hear of it yet. And so you can really imagine there are so many custom maps. Like maps is one thing, and the other thing is just improving the actual game with like new shaders, new features and stuff like that. So I think the amount of maps in Battlefield 2 is immense. You can easily spice up the classic experience just by adding a new map. And mod-wise, I think there is a lot of stuff that doesn't really go into a good direction, which I think personally then I rather prefer the classic one. Yeah. But there are also really good mods, I think, which preserve that classic atmosphere of Battlefield 2 and really build up on that.
Okay. I want to discuss the upcoming Battlefield as well. Are you aware that there will be a new release of Battlefield this year?
Yeah, the Battlefield 6, I heard, yeah.
Yeah, the name is not really confirmed, but
Oh.
everybody can call it Battlefield
Okay,
6 for now, so that's okay. I do it myself as well. Recently, there was a conference call that confirmed the reveal will be in June next month. A lot of people have been anxious for the reveal. Are you waiting for the trailer as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I'm actually a bit annoyed sometimes by all the clickbait false information, you know.
I know.
People redoing old Battlefield trailers with new music and that's fantasizing around. So I'm definitely curious about the final result from them.
Yeah, me too. They also mentioned in the call that older consoles will be available to play Battlefield 6, and they said they want to build out live services for longer engagement across platforms. To me, this sounds like a social hub, which I doubted in one of my earlier videos. But in the call, they're really making it clear they want to establish an online community for Battlefield players. And the Battlefield 2 player base must be pretty tight as well. So my question to you would be, what would DICE have to do in the next Battlefield to convince you to start playing the new game?
I would definitely get into it for the fun of it when I have the specs, because I can imagine it will be more intense than the current Warzone. You know, it's like a 90 gigabyte download with insane graphic specs. I think if you're able to actually play it on full specs, it's going to be amazing, you know?
Yeah.
And what they would have to do to get me into it, I think definitely helicopter gameplay. You know, like it's not easy. It takes you, you know, some months, half a year, or even longer to get into certain like unlocks and stuff like that. I think that's what also keeps Battlefield kind of 2 also interesting. That it's something that, you know, a lot of times it requires skills that you don't just learn overnight. So that's also what makes the game going. And really just make a game, not just, you know, for marketing and then get all the guys spend a lot of money, and as soon as they've reached their goal, then they drop it again and focus on the next release.
Yeah.
So that's what I guess I would wish for. You know, I think also Warzone is a game that will be now out at least for like 6-7 years, or if not longer. When you're playing, you only get to play against the people of the same success level. Or you know, you have all these different mods to play, like deathmatch and stuff like that. So it could be interesting to actually also come up with some new ways of playing it.
Well, I have some thoughts about that, but we'll just have to wait and see what DICE will do. In my opinion, it would be a smart move to also release a Battle Royale in a free version.
Yeah,
I wanted to move on to 50-50. I will explain what 50-50 is. I'm going to give you 2 options. Every time you can choose only one, and you always choose which one is more important or better to you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Dalian Plant or Master City?
Dalian.
People Liberation Army or Middle Eastern Coalition?
Middle Eastern Coalition.
Infantry or vehicles?
Vehicles.
Win a match or Gold Star?
Win a match.
And the last one, support points or kill points?
I would say kill points.
Kill points. Well, why kill points?
When I hear support points, I also have these people in mind who just, you know, it's a very easy way to get some points. So in Kark, you have this being Nate spam, and there I associate support points with something negative. But it can also be, of course, it can also be something nice, you know, if you engineer and you repair the vehicle while someone is in a tank, or if you're a driver and you get assist points. So I think it can be misunderstood, support points, so I would say kills.
Well, there's no wrong answer, it's just what you think is better.
That's my way of reasoning it.
Well, last time I asked my first guest a pretty difficult question as well, and that was gunplay or maps?
Well, what does it mean, maps?
If you have to choose good gunplay or good maps, which one would you put on top of the list?
Oh, okay. I would say maps.
Okay, and why?
I think a good map defines how you play. or how it also asks you to be inventive or to, you know, like have your own strategies and ways of dealing with the terrain, with the buildings and stuff like that. So I find that more interesting than someone who just perfects, I don't know, like kneeling down and giving someone a headshot. Like, I mean, there's also some fun to just exploring a map and to just like play. You don't always need to be the best, and like don't really care much about the KD ratio as well to some extent.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It's a really difficult question, of course, but you can always remember a map. Did you play other games beside Battlefield? Did you play Call of Duty or Killzone or Counter-Strike or something else?
No, I really haven't really played many others.
But you understand what I mean. If you think of a game, then you immediately think, oh, that map was great.
If I think of Battlefield 2, I instantly think of Striker Carcant. It's like the map of Battlefield 2. Like, and there's a server up 24/7, I think, since the game was released. I mean, it's just never-ending rounds in Striker Carcant.
Never-ending nade spam. Revive, thank you so much for joining. Revive has its own YouTube channel as well. The link to his YouTube channel is down in the description below. He mostly makes Battlefield 2 gameplay videos. If you're feeling nostalgic, you might want to go to his channel and check out some videos. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Next week I will have a special guest who plays a big role in the Battlefield community. If you want to see that video too, subscribe to my channel right now. Thanks again, legends. See you when I see you.